Hello everybody and welcome back to another talking video. I know it's been a while since I made one of these, but today it felt like the perfect time to start a new talking video series, as you can guess by the title of this video. Quite a lot has happened in my life, and a lot is about to happen in my life. And honestly, I'm quite nervous and scared for it. So, for the next 8 days, every single day, or potentially even longer, I will be making a new talking video detailing about what's going on in my life and sort of what's been on my mind, what I've been thinking of recently. Now, it may not necessarily be as long as this exact video, it may only be a couple minutes long, but I'll keep it completely unscripted and completely unedited so everything's completely raw. So, the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't think I'll ever have an opportunity in my life to do this again. And it's sort of like a document my memory kind of thing. It's like a diary to sort of document what is about to happen. Quite a lot is about to happen. Because as of recording this, in 6 days and 15-ish hours, give or take, I will be commencing the HSC. Which, if you're not from New South Wales, is basically your final exam in high school. Now, it's quite a nerve-wracking experience as what most people would assume it to be, because yes, it is the final exam, and yes, it sort of does determine what you do in life and what life you're going to have, sort of. I know a lot of people try to downplay it as it not being that important, which fair to them, obviously, but the HSC, the final exam, still holds some importance into determining what you kind of want to do when you grow up, you know? Because it marks an end to mandated government education. It marks an end to not really a regime, but something that you're mandated to do. After high school, you get free will. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. So that's why it's sort of an important transitional period. It's quite an important thing to do. So, over the past few weeks, I've been really inactive on social media. I've been really inactive on YouTube, not really posting much. And the reason for that is because, yes, I've been studying for this. This is probably one of the most, if not the most important exam I will take in my life. And you only get one chance. So that's why, over the past, not even weeks, maybe months, I've been dedicating myself to sort of doing the most that I can to be prepared for this. I know everything's completely unexpected and all of this preparation may be useless because I might fuck it up still. But then again, I don't want to have any regrets. So that's why I've been taking the time to not only study, but also look after myself, be a little bit of a better person by sort of detracting myself from the internet and focusing on stuff that is significantly more important than Minecraft MFD SMP Part 11. Which is something I kind of want to do in the future. I might host another SMP once I'm done with all this stuff. But that aside, even with all that studying, even with all that preparation, I'm still extremely nervous about what's to come because obviously everything is unknown. You're not going to know the question to it. You're not going to know what you need to know. And maybe you die before the HSC. Who knows? But that aside, even though me being as prepared as ever before, this is probably the most I will ever study and ever torture myself in my life ever. I'm still quite nervous for it, and honestly, I don't know what else I could do to help myself, I guess, or get through this any easier than it has to be right now. Obviously, I'm not alone in this. Thousands of other people in Year 12 in New South Wales and other states, and pretty much everyone else in the world who has quality education, like Australia, also is feeling the same feelings as me because, yeah, it's quite important. And honestly, yeah, that's kind of all I've been doing for the past few months. So, sort of where I want to be, where I grow up, where I kind of want to do in my own field is I'm obviously going to go to university. I probably will. I will 100% go to university. I'm not going to be a person that sort of takes the job early on. I'm not going to be a tradie. If you don't know what a tradie is, a construction worker. That's not for me. I'm not a physical guy by any means. So it's university for me, which I know it's like 4 more years of education, even though you're sort of not needing to do it. But yeah, you're doing it. I'll be going to university, which, if you're American, that's college for you. But that aside, hopefully something in engineering, hopefully something in computer. I like computer. I didn't do computer software in high school, which is a course they offer, which, I don't know, I'm a bit ashamed, bit of not ashamed. I don't really care. But I'm quite into the computer space. I like electronics and stuff, so maybe something in software engineering. That'd be pretty cool. But that aside, I'm actually still quite unsure about what I want to do. It's not completely locked in yet. And honestly, yeah, there's numerous other pathways I could take that doesn't require university or whatever. Because another thing about university is money. It's expensive as fuck. $50,000 minimum to complete a university degree in Australia. $50,000. And no, it's not free like you Danish people. You are so lucky right now to get free education. Free education stops at year 12, guys. $50,000 down the hole. Now, obviously, you don't have to pay up front. You get HEC step, which basically means the government will give you a loan. Not pay it for you, just a loan with no interest, but still, you got to pay it off. And they will charge you they will ask for the repayments when you start to get a job. And it's all cool and all because they only set the repayments at your income. So it's not just set at a certain amount for everyone. It's actually set by your income from your future job to pay off your loan. But still, people have to pay it off over 30, 40 years. And that's ridiculous. No one can afford it. So that's why I have to make a lot of choices that will impact the rest of my life, but whatever. So that aside, I know that's a lot of information, but onto the YouTube side of things now. I'm in a little bit of a pickle right now with YouTube, My channel's dead, obviously. It's losing subs, so I don't really mind that. But that aside, I know that YouTube is not the way for me to continue. And obviously, I do it as a side hobby. I do it as something I sort of partially enjoy half the time, sort of partially not care half the time. But to me, YouTube is kind of a persistent thing, It's not going to get me anywhere in life, honestly. I don't think so. I don't think I'll be getting 1 million subs ever. But it is quite fun to live stream. It is quite fun to make videos like this one, for example. And even though I've said this numerous times in my previous talking videos, I don't do YouTube for the fans. Sorry, I don't do it for the viewers. I do it as a personal diary to document stuff that's going on in my life, which is mostly gaming related, obviously. But that aside, I don't know. You can call me a loser for this, but I do rewatch some of my old videos here and there. And it is quite nostalgic to see stuff that I possibly will never do again in my life. It is quite nostalgic and a little bit heartbreaking, but that again, I don't really care. Sort of a personal diary towards me. And call me a loser and call me a dumb person as much as you care. But in all honesty, I think that's what YouTube should all be about. It shouldn't be about the money. It shouldn't be about me uploading 15 YouTube shorts a day and profiting off that because it didn't work. Instead, it's more of a diary. Now, that saying, I may or may not continue YouTube once I leave high school. Obviously, it depends on the workload. It depends how free I am. I mean, right now, it's pretty free. I get to do whatever the hell I want. But even after the HSC, when I start to sort of branch out in my life and sort of, do other stuff, YouTube may not be my priority anymore. And I may, eventually ditch this channel altogether. Probably, maybe. I'm not too sure. But that aside, until that day comes, I will still continue to upload. I will still continue to live stream. I'll still be as nice as possible. I still give some sort of a care in the world to this YouTube channel. But other than that, I don't know what the future entails. That's why I'm quite scared and quite nervous for what's about to come. But that aside, that's the first video done for the HSC upcoming stuff. I don't know. I might make more videos when the HSC is actually performing. But today I went to the library. Yeah, that's pretty much all I did. I'm a loser. I don't do much in my life. I just go to the library, make a Clash Royale stream, and that's all I do. Please help me. Alright, so that's video 1 done. I might have a few more things to say tomorrow, but that aside, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.